going. Can't get my laptop to work, but yeah, so I think... What? Okay, what is going on here? I think I knocked the connector of this for a little bit, but more importantly, see if I can get my laptop up and running. Might have to do this the awkward way. So I think we just haven't, like, been into Tartarus yet. I can't remember where we were, and it might have been a good idea for me to, like, just restart, because I haven't done anything yet, I don't believe.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Alright. Anyway, I think that what we're doing here is our, like, first introduction to Tartarus, but don't honestly remember for sure. The one thing that's gonna get difficult for me, like, to go back to is the fact that Persona 3 didn't have, like, the ambush system. And I don't think Reload's gonna have that. It wouldn't make a whole ton of sense for Reload to have that.
Whoa. Is that you, Senpai?
And because of that, you know, like, it's gonna be harder for me to get ambushes on the enemies.
Wait, are you saying you can see?
It's my Persona's ability. The structure of Tartarus actually changes from day to day. I'd like to join you up there, but we need someone to provide outside support.
That's even more concerning.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any time. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. You'll get the hang of it as you go.
Right.
Got it. Why is she always like that?
Okay.
Right. Let's begin. Defeat all the shadows on that floor. I'll support you as much as I can, but
Okay,
it's
so
up to
it's
you
square.
to learn something out there.
And there's not, like, as many of the context things. Like, I can't context hide behind walls sort of thing, unfortunately. There's Shadow. I don't believe there's the same time constraint that there was in the original Persona 3, but there probably is still the possibility of death showing up. Is this guy stationary? This is a tutorial sort of thing. Okay, let's see if I can get the laptop working now. I just reset it. Okay, I'm gonna guess that this guy is, like,
Hold on.
stuck here and I can't get behind him.
This is the first real battle for Takeba and Iori. Proceed with caution.
Okay, yeah, so we're in the really tutorial-y stuff. Oh, I don't even get to attack it. Okay.
Let's start by going over how to attack shadows. When faced with an enemy, you have two primary options for fending them off. The first option is to use your equipped weapon. The second option is to use your persona. Knowing how personas work will be...
Okay, so, I guess we're supposed to use this because they told us to, but I don't actually remember what these guys' weakness is. Because it's been a long time. Ouch.
Okay. Looks like I'm up. Here goes. Check this out.
Okay, and then do we get cards? No. Do we have to...
Oh yeah.
I think it's you only get the cards if you get this through an all-out attack, or something like that.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Well done, Iori. Considering it was your first battle, you did well. Takeba too. You'll be fine. Don't be afraid to show what you can do.
Got it.
Good. Let's continue exploring.
Alright, there's something slightly weird about the way that they've sort of designed the levels, in that, like, there's sort of areas that look like you should be able to interact with. Like, I feel like I should be able to move through here. You can clearly tell on the map that you can't, though, so that's kind of fine. I think that Takeba has a heal. Yukari's got a heal.
Another shadow up ahead.
But I can't remember if she's unlocked that yet.
The battle's about to begin.
Oh, jeez. Okay. The little guys on the ground, I'm pretty sure you can knock over with Aggie.
Approach for defeating enemies. Most enemies have an elemental affinity that they have low. Not only that, knocking down an
Weaknesses, huh?
Wait! Just point it to my head and pull the trigger. I can do this!
Okay.
Wow, you're not so bad yourself, Yucatan.
That's it, Takeba. You give it a try as well.
Back to the one mores instead of the thing that they had in Metaphor. My laptop is really not doing a good job here. Doesn't Junpei also have a fire attack? I can't remember what his element is. Mitsuru's ice. Junpei is... What the hell's Junpei? He's physical primarily, but he's got an element, doesn't he?
I did it!
Mitsuru's ice. God, who? Who's Ken is light. Shinji's dark. I can't remember what's.
Fantastic work, Takeba.
It's gotta be fire
As well as
again.
I hoped you would.
Totally. I can take my eyes off you.
Can you try not being a creep?
Yeah, he can try, but he's not very good at it. Hold on a sec. Okay.
Great. Leader, take note of each member's strengths and conduct the battle accordingly. I can still sense some enemies around. Let
Okay, I'm gonna try resetting my laptop again, I guess. Alright.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to know if she does actually have a limit on how far she can
Yes,
do this
boxes like
stuff,
those seem to be
because she's
scattered all
not like
throughout Tartarus.
the permanent one.
Sometimes they contain useful items for battle. Seek them out as often as you can.
Oh, sweet. So they're basically like treasure chests. Hell yeah.
You know, I kind of miss that these are not just sort of briefcases. They look like Karijo group. Huh. In the original one, they're just these like silvery briefcases, so you just like go in here and find a briefcase full of gravy, and it's just like, oh yeah, that's a good thing to eat. Okay. Most of them had like a pretty big downside to using them, if I recall correctly, too. Because it was like rancid gravy or whatever. Okay, when are we going to learn to actually use our attacks proper here? Revival beat, okay. In case we ridiculously screw up our objectives here.
Shadow detected. Looks like they haven't noticed. Try sneaking up on them from behind.
Okay, here's where we learn to do the ambush attacks. Oh, the reach on this is real bad.
Next, I'm going to explain a tactic for defeating several enemies at once. First, go ahead and I'll keep track of tactical data if you ever forget.
Okay. I'm getting back my MP, which is interesting. I guess it's just for the sake of it being like the tutorial.
It's time for a full assault!
Okay. Shuffle time. Here we go. Yeah, so you have to do on all out attacks. After a battle is won, shuffle time may occur. Do they explain? Maybe it's just random. Okay. I felt like it was supposed to be more common. Okay. I remember Cup actually being kind of useful in some instances. Wand is what you usually want to aim for. I never go for coin because I don't appreciate buying stuff. The more one mores you get in battle, the higher chance. Oh, okay, so it's more weak, and shuffle time always occurs if you do an all-out attack. Okay. Wait, do I just get one? There's no minigame anymore? Done and dusted, okay. They got rid of the minigame. Okay, well. I'm not sure how I feel about that. The minigame was kind of annoying in some ways, but not having it does feel kind of weird. Let's see, I'm weak to lightning and dark.
How'd you like our all-out combo attack, you filthy shadows?
When I saw my opening, it's like my body just knew what to do.
Okay, I think my laptop is slowly trying to do what it's supposed to do here, but it is definitely looking bleak as far as that goes. I might have to get that thing fixed.
Magnificent teamwork. It's hard to believe it's your first time. As you grasp the flow of battle,
I may have to just sort of alt-tab spontaneously from time to time, which might cut out the sound, but
let's apply what we've learned so far and continue exploring.
might have to also use my phone instead. The other way to do this. Oh, he's turned towards us. Interesting. Okay, I didn't think that those were going to open. Got a medicine.
I detect. Take advantage of what you just learned.
I'm trying to get from behind, but you know that involves getting behind it. There we go.
I've covered the basics of combat now, but I'll continue providing support.
What?
You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas and summon them at will.
Okay. But they're weak to fire, and I have Apsaris as the other one, and I don't want to use Apsaris. Okay. Are they also weak to ice? I hope they are. Oh no, wait, these are a different mask. Okay.
It looks like you really do have a special power. The enemy's down.
Okay. Okay, so now we're doing the mini game here. Obtain one of the skill cards, Holy Arrow. Experience increase, gain money. Do I just pick? I think for right now, I would like to get access to Holy Arrow. Although I don't think I can actually even use that right now. It's just that I don't think that I'm going to get anything that uses Holy for a little while.
The enemy has.
Was that?
Well,
Oh,
it
looks like my laptop is
he has
working.
the
It's just
ability to
really
summon
slow.
Different personas. I suspected as much after the events from the other day, but now we know for sure.
The codenames thing was like a really clever way around the restrictions of this kind of game in Persona 5, where they could just call you Joker because that wasn't your name, that was like your code name. So I actually think that like, you could actually have code names in other types of things, right? It doesn't have to be because you're, what the heck's going on back here? It doesn't have to be because you're like a phantom thief. The heck is this thing? Do I need a lock?
Look, that
Might need a
Yes,
key.
the box can be unlocked by its own mechanism, but it needs something else to work during the dark hour.
So keys? Twilight fragments.
What's that you got there?
I wonder.
Do you have a Twilight fragment? Try holding up the treasure chest. Okay. How the hell do I get those? I'm guessing it's probably harder to do than getting lockpicks, because you can just make lockpicks. Unless you can just make Twilight fragments. Snuff Soul, holy crap, that's much nicer than I was expecting. Usually I open these and something really bad. That's a Twilight fragment. They can be used on devices throughout Tartarus. You might find more in Tartarus or in other locations with traces of shadows. If you come across any going forward, you'll want to take them. Okay. Um... That's the teleporter. I don't think we've beaten everything yet. Or there's at least a little part of this place that we haven't explored yet. I still keep seeing those like little spots where that has that opening, and it's just like... Okay, what is the map button here? Map L1. Yeah, it's this way. Okay. Just want to make sure I get 100% of the stuff.
Hey!
Wait, we're looking for the.
Exact.
Okay, so we know about the stairs, and we know about the teleporter. The teleporter to the literal starting floor feels a little bit redundant, honestly. If I recall correctly, the first time around, like the original version of this, the teleporter's on like floor 5.
Looks like now use it to return.
Okay.
Welcome back. So, how was it? I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow! I never knew I had that kind of power. Damn. Why do I feel so exhausted?
Just get a super duper ultra wide monitor. Here's the thing, I'm technologically incompetent that if I got a super duper wide, ultra wide monitor, what would happen is I would be playing this at some sort of bizarre aspect ratio where everybody looks like they would be like 5 feet wide, rather than having the sensible thing of like normal screen plus chat on the other side of the screen, because, you know, I'm technologically incompetent.
Because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
You say that, but you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
So do I still have to get like that weird thing from the nurse where I get poisoned carrots every time I go in here?
This is different. It's like I'm having trouble breathing. What's going on?
Well, it's because this is that hour that doesn't exist, so you're actually taking like 5 billion breaths per minute between like now and 1 o'clock.
That's
Or
the
now
effect
between-
of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily.
Between now and 12:01 or whatever.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it. I have to say though, I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected.
I wonder if it's possible to like wipe here and if she says something different if you do.
At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
Okay. This just the fool? Yeah. Well, I'm guessing that they're not going to let me go back up there because, you know... Yeah, okay. Come on. I'm exhausted. Let's call it a day, okay? Dude, I can't take it anymore, says guy doing baseball swings. I'm starving. You guys did a great job. You won't have to shoulder the burden forever. I'll help you out too, just as soon as this damn injury is healed.
Alright.
For now, you'll be selecting party members to join you in exploring Tartarus. I'll explain details some other time. Très bien, you did well today. Now let's head back to the dorm. I don't know French.
Not bad.
Excellent work. I have high hopes for our future expeditions. The Dark Hour will be ending soon. I wonder how you can tell. Because it feels like the Dark Hour could be like 6 hours if I wanted to dilly-dally enough here. Alright. If I wanted to be slow enough, I could make it so that the Dark Hour is 6 hours.
Yo,
Hey, it's the guy that gets made fun of a lot. Okay, hey, you're in 2F, right? What's that? Where you're looking your eyes? I'm Kenji from Ichigo. We're in the same class. Good morning. I don't want to ask him what he wants, because I know what he wants, and what he wants is questionable. Yeah, you too. I say questionable, but you know what? Actually, it could be worse. Let's actually say it's fine. Him getting what he wants would be questionable, but you know, him wanting what he wants is fine. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm looking for someone with a little more experience anyway. Yeah, I know you are. Oh crap! It's almost time for the morning assembly. Come on, we better hurry.
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the student council.
Here comes
Please
Mitsuru.
welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
I kind of get the feeling she was probably also last year's president, but you know.
Thank you.
Oh, my neck is stiff today. Didn't sleep on it correctly. Are you surprised?
Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
You can say that again. She's got this intimidating vibe around her. Not to mention, this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
As I begin my term as student council president, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school.
I'm kind of feeling like the volume is a little bit weird here. I'm gonna check my settings here. Can I actually get into option? Oh shit. Ah. You know what? I remember this speech well enough. Okay, why is it that options is the button that causes fast forward? What is... Oh, wait, no, I get it. Options is the fast forward button. How do I enter options then, you goddamn... Okay, well... I guess I can't manipulate this while I'm in the process of being in this thanks game. Great. I sort of remember what she was talking about.
Would say. If it was anyone else, we'd be laughing our asses off.
You guys wouldn't be laughing. You're not paying attention anyway. Okay.
Okay, time for class.
I still think that the Toriumi social link in the original is like by far the funniest conclusion to a social link. I just like this story. I already went over it in the last class. We've got a great poem we can discuss instead. Close your textbooks, everyone, and listen to this. Isolated clouds suspended over the tall, snowy mountain peak. She's gonna ask me a question. Oh shit. Should I close my eyes for a few minutes? I'll stay awake.
What even?
Don't Chica, you better not be sleeping back there. You should be ashamed of yourself napping while I pour my heart into this reading. You're getting another essay on top of the regular assignment tonight. I expect a slice of cake when you turn it in, too. And don't cheap on the store-bought stuff like last time. Force myself to stay awake and listen to the lecture. Oh, thank God. I was worried that she was going to ask me about poetry. There's only 3 stats. I don't remember Persona 3 well enough to remember if there were only 3 stats way back when.
Want to stop by Paulownia Mall on the way back? Might want to stock up while we can, since we got stuff going on at night. There's a pharmacy there too. Couldn't hurt to get some meds in case anything happens.
Yeah.
You bet I am. If we don't step up to the plate, who will? The chairman said it himself. The fate of the world depends on us. Let's go, leader. First task, escape from the school.
Maybe there were only 3 stats in the original.
Look! It's Sonata-senpai! Wait for us!
Okay.
Have you noticed how popular Sonata-san is with the ladies? Man, take a look at that. I guess neither of us really got to know him before all this crazy stuff happened. He's a captain of the boxing team. Never lost a single match. I know that's cool and all, but who'd have thought boxing would turn you into a chick magnet? I mean, come on! They're fawning on him more than a harem model. I wonder where they're going.
Hey, are you guys free this afternoon?
Huh? Us? Yeah, I mean, hell yeah! We'd love to join your little, group here. lame. Even heroes need some rest now and then.
I'm not gonna get to the option menu, am I? I'm gonna be stuck in cutscene hell.
Are you free or not?
I'm trying to increase the volume for the cutscenes so that I can be in cutscene hell with better volume. God damn it.
I want the two of you to meet me at Polonia Mall. You know where it is, right? I'll be waiting at the police station. Got it?
The police station? I mean, we're not hanging out with your friends?
Who? These girls? No, I don't even know their names. Hearing so much chit-chat gives me a headache.
On his Sigma grind set, I guess.
Anyway, I'm going on ahead. Don't get...
Wait! Senpai! Don't leave us!
They'll start running after him. That's a bit weird.
How can he not know their names? I mean, seriously, just look at them.
Junpei, do you know their names? Because apparently my view of them is, skinny person, frail person, whatever.
Anyway, let's go.
Alright, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try and adjust my volume settings. I've had to sort of mess with the sound settings a little bit. Because I want the music to be fairly quiet, because I do tend to get, like, copyright stuff with these sort of games, so the music being a little bit lower is something that's kind of something I want. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and do this. Which I do think sucks, but the fact that master volume and sound effect and voice is maxed and so on is kind of weird. So music I do like in this game, but I am turning it down for that purpose. Let's try and turn up my desktop music here. Let's open my volume mixer to see if that helps. I don't think that'll actually translate, though, to, I don't know if that'll actually translate to this thing, though. Let's up it on here a little bit. Increase the decibel gain on OBS. That's sounding a bit crisper. I'm waiting for my boyfriend. We're going to Hagakure. Okay, cool. Fawning student. Sigh. The fawning student continues to sigh. You know how every school has at least one mystery that no one can solve? There's one here too, you know? Like the sculpture in the art room that moves by itself. It sounded cooler in my head. Pretty common urban legend. I have a strange feeling that someone's watching me. Maybe it's just my imagination. Do we have return of Crazy Stalker Girl from Persona 5? Is she still in this game? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I want to just do a quick check-in here. Damn it. Alright, fine. I want to see what is at the bakery, because I can't remember what the stats are for those things. Okay, Polonia Mall. Let's see here. Do I remember all of these? Port Island Station, I know. Student Dormitory, Yotodai, Station Strip Mall. Yeah, I don't remember the shrine. Also, this layout looks a little bit different to me. I feel like the Gekkoken High School Island is a little bit closer to the mainland sort of thing. I feel like the gap between them was a little bit bigger previously. Alright, we got someone with apathy syndrome over there, just chilling. Apparently, you can just phase straight through them. They don't exist. Cool. Great. Cheerful old man. Everywhere I look, there's young couples. Well, what are you waiting for? Go after someone. You're still young. You got no excuse not to be getting together with some girl. Sure. Okay. Are you here for the arcade? If you want to know about the games, I can tell you all about them. Sure. You can play either House of the Deceased or Real Wheel Racer. House of the Deceased is pretty scary. To increase your courage if you can stand it. Real Wheel Racer requires nimble finger work, so it increases your agility. That about covers it.
Go.
Damn it. trying to remember, like, what did I spend all my time here? Was it karaoke? It might have been karaoke. I can't remember. Aokige Pharmacy. I remember you could also get, like, charm for going to the cafe. Club Escapade is where you meet up with the people and you can find that guy from Catherine. He's probably not in this version.
Yo,
This is the place Sonata-san was talking about, right? Alright, wanna go in? The cop in this game, like in the original, is like the
Thank you,
shiftiest guy ever.
Kurosawa-san. I'll be taking this. Oh, these are the guys I was talking about earlier.
He's still pretty shifty.
This is Officer Kurosawa. He helps keep our squad well equipped. Oh, and here, this is from Ikutsuki-san.
$50.
whoa, is that our war funds? You shouldn't have.
You can't fight empty-handed, so find something you like.
It's rich coming from you, Akihiko.
Kurosawa-san has connections. He can secure equipment for us.
It's just taking stuff out of the evidence locker, handing it to
But
us.
these things still cost money.
Of course they do. Nothing in life is free.
I realize that.
I mean, you got it for free when you pulled it off a perp and put it in the evidence locker. It's not like you paid for it.
Well, I'll see you later.
I've been informed about you two. My job is to maintain peace in this city regardless of the circumstances. I'm just an ordinary police officer, but it doesn't take a genius to know something strange is going on here. I'm only doing what I think is right. Nothing more. If you need something, we can talk in the back.
Alright.
All right.
That police mascot in this place, I actually think is actually somehow dumber than the one for Phoenix Wright, the Blue Badger. I think that this one's actually worse somehow. That's impressive. What is that, a fish? I think that's a fish. At Tatsumi East Police Station, you can purchase equipment for you. Yeah. I probably won't actually do that because I'm bad at this game. But, you know, whatever.
What'll it be?
Okay, what have we got here?
Got some new things in stock.
High-tech sandals.
Check it out if you've got the time. What are you looking for?
Okay, what am I currently using? I got a short sword currently,
as
and I
you
could
need.
get a saber or a gladius.
What are you
The
looking
person
for?
who would probably be better with a
long as you
better weapon is Junpei. Just because he's the one who's got like the good physical attack sort of thing there. Whereas Yukari and I
long as you
probably
need.
can lean more on casting. Rainbow. Ooh, this is plus magic though.
What are you looking for?
I barely have any money. They like don't give you very much for this one, so maybe
long as
going
you
for
need
some
everything
discount
look
stuff
good
like
here?
this gaming plus magic,
Good.
I think is really
It's all
good.
yours.
Then we can sell a practice bow, that's fine.
Take as long as you need.
And then for this, I think we will
What are
go
you
with
looking for?
Junpei, and I think it does make sense for us to skip straight to taking the good
Everything
weapon.
look good here? All right then.
Okay, and then
What'll it
because
be?
it's game over if I
Take as
die,
long as you
maybe
need.
I try to buy armor. Oh, that's really expensive. For
What'll it be?
accessories,
As
what do they
long as
have
you need.
available right now? They got Pixie Dust Talisman, plus 10 SP, that's bad, plus 10 HP. These are maximums, so like they're not really that useful. Could get plus strength, endurance, agility, luck.
Feel free to buy whatever you want, but I suggest picking something that complements your physique.
Okay, I don't think I'll get anything else
All
right
done
now,
here?
so left myself out of this one, but
Come
that's
back
fine.
soon.
I can't believe the police station's selling weapons.
Yeah, I mean, we got some corrupt cop stuff going on here. Probably, you know, Kirijo connections.
What's
you know.
more, they only gave us 5,000 yen. Ain't that kind of stingy? I mean, kind of saving the world. Oh crap! It's this late already. I'm gonna miss the rerun of The Lonely Shogun. I gotta go.
Okay.
Sweet. I'll leave the rest to you. I know, I'm the one who brought you here. Well, see me again, you know where.
The dorm?
There's a ton of shops and stuff in this place. All right, see you.
Alright. Okay. Oh wow, I can already start using... Alright, so... Another apathy syndrome case. Is this something that takes time? Why would I can't even see what's back there. Well, should I lose all my money to the crane game? Probably not. Alright. Hello, young man. Say, have you heard anything about those mysterious cases of ordinary, healthy people changing overnight? I have. Guess that shouldn't be a surprise. It's all over TV. Okay. Oh my, did I forget to buy shampoo? No rush, just wait for the sale. Isn't Saturday the sale day at Aohige Pharmacy? Okay, so Saturday's sale day. So, what do I want to do for stats? That's the question. Mandragora. Academics, Charm, or Courage. I probably want to focus on getting... Oops, shit. Check when you're done here. Yeah, it's just that. Alright, so what I want to do is probably like focus on academics first so that I can get a good mark on that first exam sort of thing, which is usually sort of what you do in these games here. I wonder if there probably isn't anything that's similar to the like ability to go around and yeah, figure things out like you can with Metaphor. Wait, I was in that Gekko. Why'd it go from there? Okay, I think that this place had a place that sold something that made your academics go up. My friend has a cat and it's so cute. I want one too, but my mom hates animals. Wow, that makes your mom a bad person. My takoyaki is both delicious and cheap, only 400 yen. There's no octopus in it, but try some anyway. Low chance of the side effects. Is the side effect going to be negative? I bet the side effects are going to be negative. 100 hit points for 400 I think sounds good, but I'll just buy one and try and figure out what the side effect probably is. Alright, I'm going to run out of money pretty quickly here. Okay. Don't actually have the ability to go in there. Hakakure Ramen, I think, might have been academic somehow. Nope, this is Charm. Which is very much not how eating ramen works. Is it sushi place? It's too crowded. Really? Okay, what about you? What even is this? Net Cafe.
Come on in.
There's a shared computer in the dorm? We got Nasty, we got Fountain Dew. It's only 2 of them. So that's 10 whole SP. What the hell kind of Jack Frost? Alright. I really like that picture. It is incredibly derpy. It's very stupid looking. Okay. Are you intelligence? Are you academics? It's too crowded. Buy a fan book at the Net Cafe. Dang it. Okay, so apparently I can't even do that. It's not Wild Duck Burger, this is Courage, right? What the heck? This is the bookshop? I don't think I can do that yet. As you can see, I'm just a salary man. I'm not just skipping work. You're not just skipping work, that means you are skipping work. Maybe I have to study at the student dorms. They did make it seem like this place is a lot more, like... Oh, no, I can't do that. Okay, nope, that's not how you do it. Maybe I'm just not supposed to be going for academics right now. Let's try the library if there is one. Is there one? Really taking the train back and forth today. Being on a diet sucks. Maybe you didn't notice, but I look different than I used to. I just transferred here yesterday, man. I hear that starting on the 23rd, some of the light teams will be recruiting new members. Actually, it's just the track and field teams. I guess the others are full. Wait, what about the basketball team? If you're interested in joining, why don't you go check it out? In the classroom, go down the stairs to the right and eventually you'll find it. Come on. Hey, pubescent student, what the hell? What do you think of the girls here compared to your old school? What are you talking about? I'm talking about how many hot chicks there are. Our school's girls rank pretty high, if you ask me. Since you got transferred here, do you find yourself getting lost inside the school? Not really. Just immediately shut down person trying to talk to me, just making friendly conversation. Of course, you didn't notice we just transferred. Yeah, exactly. Alright. When you were absent, there was an election for student council president. Kirijo-senpai's speech was so cool, I voted for her. Everyone else looks so small compared to Kirijo-senpai. She's not that tall. Sorry, Kirijo-senpai. Okay, well, good for you, I guess. School's barely started, there's already been a student who's dropped out. She only had 2 years left. What will she do if she doesn't even graduate from high school? Kind of waste, don't you think? You only get to be a high schooler once in your life. But it's her life, not mine. Not like it matters to me. Okay. Student council room, that's for social link later. Unless they've changed that. My parents always nagged me, like, study for exam stuff. They're so annoying. Just became a second year, I'm supposed to be having fun. Is that what you're supposed to do? They just gave me some money, so they're getting all strict about my future and junk. I think I actually remember that, like, set of conversations somehow. From, like, playing this a million years ago. Having windmills this close to the school building is a bit weird to me. I don't remember those being there before. Same with the solar panels, I don't remember those being there. It's good to have, but it's kind of strange seeing them this close to a school. This is the art room. There are lots of classrooms here, but you knew that. Yeah? Yeah? Dear school, how do I get smarter? Because I am dumb. This is where you encounter Bebe, or whatever his name is. Bibi? Bebe? I can't remember. Alright, what have we got?
Welcome.
Let's see here. I get a book cover, which is, I think, is just a gift, and it looks like they haven't yet got... There's a special, and I can't remember what day it is.
Ah, yes.
Okay, nope. Okay. Maybe not. Is this the library? Faculty office. Used to be important to use the washroom in this game because it would get rid of, like, fatigue somewhat. Need smart? Yeah, I need smart. He who hunts 2 hares at once will catch neither. That means a student like you who always tries trying to do 2 things at once will. That's something you did too, right, Teach? Last year you cheated on 2 girls you met at a group date and ended up a disaster. In the end, both of them ditched you. Don't worry, I wouldn't do something so lame. I've never seen someone destroy their teacher so thoroughly. Alright. I'm feeling sluggish from staying up so late, so I came to the nurse's office to take a nap, but the nurse gave me some weird medicine instead. It looked gross, so I turned it down. Only a brave soul would dare drink something like that. Okay, so that's still how you get that done. I guess that's the thermometer? Library. Okay, here's where it is. I thought there was another place where you could, like, get academics increases. In the last battle, good job. Way ahead of me? Yeah, no, I would hope so. If you were somehow behind me, that would be really impressive. It's getting dark out. I should wrap up and head back to the dorm. I'm not used to only seeing 3 stats. I feel like the original version of this probably only had 3 stats, but it feels wrong. Since I played so much of the other ones where they all had 5.
Welcome back.
Regarding our exploration of Tartarus, Akihiko's still in the men, so for now I'd like you to lead the team in combat.
Let's see.
You never know when a powerful enemy might appear, like the one you faced the other day. It's best to be prepared, or else you may find yourself in a difficult situation, so whenever you'd like to explore Tartarus, just let me know, and I'll gather everyone there. You may now venture into Tartarus at your discretion. You can go there by talking to your allies or by checking the bulletin board in the lounge. Because Tartarus is unavailable until the dark hour, time will pass if you decide to make the journey. Give yourself ample time to prepare beforehand.
Oh, right.
Also, since I'm sure there are other things you will need to take care of, you have permission to go at night if you need to. That happened really early. Okay, well, that's all for now. Keep up the good work. You're now free to roam the city at night. Some businesses offer nighttime exclusive items and part-time jobs, so see what you can discover. Earning money, that sounds lame.
Do you have some time?
You did very well for your first night in Tartarus, so what do you think of it? It was eerie.
Yes.
Tends to be a natural first impression when entering such a mysterious tower. It is full of blood and strange monsters, so, you know.
By the way,
Officer Kurosawa can't experience the dark hour. He's just an ordinary policeman. But he knows what to do, at least in a broad sense, and helps out where he can. How'd you meet him?
about
Well,
that.
he helped me out a while ago. Trust me, he's someone you can count on. Something matter? Just wanted to chat.
Oh, right.
You may go at night, but please use the appropriate discretion with this privilege. Tartarus restrains me for some reason. You know how the air is thin at the top of a mountain? It kind of feels like that. I mean, I live naturally at a very high elevation, so not really, no. That seems normal to me.
Yeah.
Just have to get used to it. That is how these games work.
Isn't that...
Hey, you know that thing we used to summon our personas, the Evoker? Well, I was thinking, why does it gotta look like a gun? I mean, you gotta be a little nutty pointing a gun at your head and pull the trigger, you know? You could ask the Correggios. They have some insight on that. What are in these boxes? I hope this isn't just ingredients that are just sitting here rotting. That would be, awkward. Okay. So I can head out into Yonder City. I guess we'll figure out what's out there. Because it's certainly not Social Links. That's for sure. Okay, it's just the Station Strip Mall and Polonium Mall, so it's just the malls. I can't even go to the shrine, that's weird. Wait, Polonium Mall's on the island? Weird, okay. Let's see here, it's just Game Parade. Kenneth Arnold. Is that what that says? Probably. Okay, do I actually get to use this? Apparently not. Alright, so there's the pharmacy, that's where you just buy medication. What's back here? Oh. Well, I don't need that right now. So, does this just terminate? Is that, what even is that for normal people? There's Chagall B Blue V. Guided by the Spirits will reopen on July 22nd. That's a long way from now. You can sense an air of maturity through the slightly ajar door. I can't bring myself to enter the club. If my courage was at least ordinary, it might feel... Wow, that's kind of sad. I'm looking at the icon for B Blue V, and it's like weird herbs, so... Alright, let's check over here. Maybe it'll be less crowded for some of the other places, and I'll be able to figure out what's up with them. Seems it's already closed. Oh wait, I just saw a fragment of something. It's still crowded? That's impressive. Okay, what are you... Something shining. Twilight fragment. Okay, so... That's going to drive me slightly batty, because I'm going to miss so many of those. Too crowded still. This one's Charm. That's some Apathy Syndrome. Okay, I guess... Let's check the station. Yeah, I remember the station being crummier than the station in Shinjuku, but this is way worse than I thought it was. I pick up the guys who missed the last train. My customers are kids twice as young as me, and then spring is over. I don't think twice as young as you is how that works. Alright. I feel like there's another place that I'm supposed to be able to visit that I'm missing here. Wasn't there another location? It's like a little sort of like plaza that you can go to that's, I think, around somewhere. Let's just go here, I guess. We'll try and study if I can. Do the nerd thing of just raising my academics until it levels. There's some Mad Bull here. I'm already running kind of low on cash, so I'm gonna... Oh, I want to check something out here. Can I get to the control room? I remember in Persona 3 Portable, when you could go to the control room, you could, like, get funny cutscenes if you go there every day. Jungian psychoanalysis. Wow, that face looks really distorted when you're looking at it from this angle. That looks super weird. That facial expression on that painting on the right is just really strangely done here. Okay, can I not actually use this? Because if they got rid of that, that's a real shame. Oh, there's another one of these. Wonder how many of these I'm supposed to be able to find. Like, it's probably quite a lot, I'd imagine, but, do not open. If open, close it. Okay, fair enough, I guess. Okay, so I wonder if they ever get rid of that weird camera that's in my bedroom. Fridge in here seems to have broken. I should use the one in the lounge. Wait, really? I see my normal face reflected in the mirror. If I didn't, that would be very strange. It's the heating and cooling unit. It's not turned on because it's comfortable temperature this season. Can you use radiators for cooling? I've never seen a radiator that does that. Nothing good on. Ain't that the truth? Okay. Alright. I wonder if I can get more academic from doing this on a rainy day as well. I should probably try and check that out. Or I wonder if it's going to be rain or if it's going to be like moon phases or something like that. Because does this game even track weather?
Yo,
Yo, Yuki, you by yourself today? Dude, was the rumor about you and Takuma-san coming to school together even true? We live in the same dorm. Like, it's gonna happen. I don't see how that... Yeah?
You sure?
Oh yeah? Well, it's not like Carrie, I think. Anyways, it must be pretty unlucky to have to transfer here. Wait, you seriously don't know? Weird stuff's been happening at the school. There are a couple folks who say they've heard strange voices. But I guess since you're always wearing those headphones, you probably haven't heard anything. Okay. Maybe I should get to Tartarus fairly
Yo, what's
quickly.
up?
Yo, what's up?
Hey man, I'm gonna get some ramen after school. You wanna come?
Why are you asking me?
No reason really. Just don't have anything to do later.
He wants friends, but he wants to have a friend, man. Just
Plus, I
help
figured
him
we could
out.
finish our chat from this morning.
He needs help.
So how about it, man? Let's get some ramen at the mall and talk.
Yeah, sure. According to Igor, the strength of social link is the strength of a persona. I decided to go with him.
Phew, now that's what I'm talking about.
I like how he says that, but his bowl is still completely full.
Well, was I right or was I right? The soup here tastes great, doesn't it? We've gotta put some special ingredient in it. Something no other ramen shop would ever use. Maybe there's a secret clue in the shop's name. Ah, my bad. I always geek out a little whenever I eat here. You do? Really? You taste the magic too? Man, I wasn't expecting that. I think I'm liking you more by the minute.
Heard a car alarm going off there.
By the way, I hear you and Takeba-san are pretty close.
Well, we live in the same building, so proximately we're, yeah, fairly close. Like, you know, in the same building close.
Damn, you just transferred here too. Well, I can't blame you. Man's gotta be aggressive in this day and age.
Yeah, I don't think renting a dorm room to live in has anything to do with aggression, honestly.
Hey, let's hang out after school again sometime. Let me know when you're free. I'll tell you all about my secret plan. Dude, you're gonna flip when you hear it.
Okay. Yep, there's the magician.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast established a new bond.
Okay. Trying to remember, because, like, they... Did they have...
What? It's already dark?
What was Junpei's
Damn, I missed my favorite
arcana?
show.
He's not Chariot, because that's, like... I can't remember. I feel like he's supposed to be... He has a plan, Dutch. I mean, you know, don't jinx him like that. You know, I mean, I know he's doomed. Because
Man, for real?
his teacher doesn't
well.
want to go into
Let's get
a
going.
jail. His teacher doesn't want to go to jail, but you know.
But first, let's swap numbers. Bust out that cell phone.
I can't believe they're using flip phones, even in a game that is supposed to take place, probably in the past. I can't remember when this takes place. Although I hear that flip phones are like making a comeback somehow, inexplicably. Maybe. I don't really know.
Oh, it's you. Welcome back.
For real, witch. I can never tell where my chat is, actually. By the way, regarding the Dark Hour, this may go without saying, but it is impossible to do business in any stores during that time. So make sure you're ready in advance. You don't want to be caught unprepared when it's too late. There's got to be, like, some store that's open during the Dark Hour, like some weird, creepy, like, occult store that's just inexplicably open during the Dark Hour. I don't think I've checked this yet. It's listed residents. Junpei added it in just big bold letters. Did he have to sign a contract? Probably not. Alright. Man, alright. What do I want to do? Do we want to get... Let's just go to Tartarus. Maybe we can't, I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. Might as well get some of clearing the stupid tower out of the way. I'm really expecting
As we
they
explore
patched out the
Tartarus,
thing that I
this
like
will be
to
our
do, but...
temporary base of operations. I'm counting on you to take charge during the operation.
So during the original version of this, what I like to do is I would just ambush a shadow, and then I would run away from it, and it would despawn, so that I wouldn't have to fight it. And I'd just keep going through... The Velvet Room, yeah, the Velvet Room's not really a shop, per se. I guess it kind of is. Actually, conserve SP. Can I direct commands? Yes, thank God. Okay, Okay. Just do that through here as well. Deep fried shrimp.
Oh,
You can learn to defend yourself while you're laughing. Alright, okay. Akihiko isn't even here today. It's a large clock. It doesn't seem to be working. Okay. Wait, what? The clock at the entrance can be used to fully restore HP and SP for your entire team? Since when? You can also find clocks on the floors you're currently exploring. They will also provide the same effects as the clock at the entrance. Since when? Activating a clock requires 7... Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't have enough there. That's fine. Okay, so those are going to be an important commodity that I will not ever have enough of. 7 of them? That's a lot. I hope I can find them in Tartarus.
Oh, that reminds me.
Divide into several different regions. Laughing and attacking at the same time? Yeah, like a psychopath. You just do that. If we continue to climb the tower, then we'll eventually reach a spot that leads to a new area. Reaching that spot should be our first goal.
All right.
Okay. This is a Goho-M. Medical powder, revival bead, Trifuri gem. I don't remember if that's the version of like a Goho-M here.
Leader.
I thought this game just had that. Each floor's dimensions may vary, but don't feel compelled to explore every inch of each new layout. Yeah. Rushing directly for the stairs is a completely viable strategy. I leave that choice to your discretion. And that's how you avoid leveling. Enemies spot you more easily when you're dashing. Interesting. Was that always the case? What the hell are you? Feeble glass shard. Well, glad to know that that's interactable. Didn't think that. I don't think I remember those things.
School hallway? But now it's all distorted and creepy.
This is probably just sellables, so you can probably just make money by selling these off, but...
Is that treasure?
Okay.
There's 2. Here's your chance to win.
Alright, so what element are you? You really don't have an element, huh? Okay, so that's how you escape from battles.
The enemy's down.
These guys are weak to slashing?
I missed!
Pierce! Again!
Okay, so she fires twice for some reason.
The enemy's down.
Interesting. Okay. These guys being weak to slashing makes this actually pretty easy to get through since it'll cost us less. Only one of each major arcana card may be acquired per day. The number of major arcana cards you can acquire in a day is also limited. When you acquire the maximum number of major arcana cards, an arcana burst will occur and increase the ranks of your minor arcana cards, thus as many major arcana cards as you can. So I can either collect this major arcana card, which would be probably better to do than getting Pixie, because I can just get Pixie later, probably.
Nailed it! Nice going, Junpei.
Guard band. That's probably better than what I've got equipped, so let's just check that. Endurance +1. That's probably good to have on me. I think I still game over if I die. Which way are you looking here?
A shadow!
Problem I have this design a little bit is that it is kind of hard to tell which direction they're facing, just as they're big black blobs. But
Go for the enemy's weakness to wind.
I think this is just weak to wind. Might also be weak to ice, but
This!
What next? There's
That's an enemy down. Good job,
to do
Takeba.
this. I won't lose.
I remember playing this back when like you couldn't actually control what people were doing,
All right.
and it was just such an infuriating experience like 9/10 of the time. Yes, you die when you're killed. Yeah, I know I die when I'm killed, but like game over, because like in Metaphor, for example, the main character can actually okay, this one's a minor arcana, so I can just take this. If the main character gets downed, it doesn't actually matter. You can just revive him with whoever else is still around. You have to get like a total party wipe. Whereas in the Persona series games, like if the main character gets knocked over, then it counts as game over. Which is substantially worse, because sometimes you just get hit by an instant death ability and die, and then you have to start the level over again. Even though there's 3 perfectly healthy people that could just bring you back to life. But they're just like, oh, nope, without him around, there's no way we can figure out how to use a revival beam. Impossible. We couldn't possibly figure that out. No. I'm on his last arcana. Oh, you were fighting the boss. Okay. So you're almost there. Yeah, so explaining the thing after I've been doing that for like an entire level, I'm glad I managed to intuit that. It's like, what's this suspicious large glowy thing? It's probably something, right?
We could head back, but it's your call.
Okay, this is early enough into the level that I'm gonna take this and then we'll just immediately, like, go back and forth. Persona 3 is a Persona game, yeah. I kind of will miss that element of Metaphor, though, because, like, it's kind of bullshit. Wait, what? Oh, shit. I thought... Okay. Oh, right. No, I have to get to a certain level before I can, I think, do that. Okay, how do I figure out what level that is? Wait, do I... What? He switches Arcana to change weakness? Yeah.
Alright, let's keep moving.
And it's in a way that, like, doesn't necessarily make, like, immediate sense, too, but... I still thought that was an interesting thing there.
Teleporter sighted. It'll take us back to the entrance, but I'm down to keep going.
Okay,
If
so...
only Shadow showed up during class.
Can I just always
Then I'd have a
teleport
legit
up to
reason
the floor where I was? That's a huge convenience feature compared to before.
Looks like the enemy's weak to ice.
Let's try hitting him with a physical attack here and just see. Also try Pierce, I guess.
Focus.
What to do?
Okay, the voice for the main character is different than I remember it being. It is way deeper.
All right, the enemy's down.
I'll go with.
Yeah, that's deeper than I remember his voice being. Oh well.
The enemy's down. You're on a roll.
Here we go.
Okay. If you choose a persona that you already have, that persona who then all personas who share the same arcana will gain experience. So I could get all my Justice personas more experience points, or I could just take this, but I'm already at full HP if I recall correctly. So I guess I'll do this and just gain the experience points. Angel's not really that useful here, though, because Or wait, do I get some light abilities from this now? Nope, it's still Garu, so I don't need that. A single shot. I also don't need that.
Oh, pretty well.
Okay, so yeah, Angel's not really that useful because like it sort of overlaps too much with Yukari. Lifestone. Okay.
A shadow.
I feel like I'm gaining experience points faster than I remember getting experience in these games.
The enemy's down, Junpei. Good hit.
Don't I just kill him?
Yuri's
Might as well,
taking one
really.
down. Now's the time. There's all right. Here we go.
Hopefully there's not a ton of enemies in this game that are just gonna one-shot kill me. Okay, so I didn't pick up Pixie. They all have different VAs, so yeah. John Tartarus sounds different. It's... The only difference about that is, like, that sort of, like, deeper, huskier voice doesn't really match my perception of the main character as much. But he doesn't say much, so it doesn't really matter that much, so... I think the main character's voice actor for Persona 3 is probably the least important main voice actor for each of these games. Oh, one's the minimap, yep.
It's a treasure chest.
A rare treasure chest, so I'll have to spend some of my hard-earned shards.
Can we slow down for a sec? Hey, don't leave me behind.
Are we reaching that fatigue point?
You tired already? We got ourselves.
So, alright, I get to find out if fatigue actually is a thing
Here's
here.
your chance to
Doesn't
attack.
look like I don't see any sort of like a fatigue thing there as a
Enemy
status
down.
effect.
Keep that up, Iori. Iori's taken one down.
Do this. Yo! All right, attempt. This should end it.
Okay.
You're finished.
I'm gonna find out that Junpei just does not actually have any like element. He's just all physical.
We did it.
A Mascaris and a Hushing Tiara. I'm pretty sure again I just sell those things. By Sudi. What's that do? Cures freeze, shock, poison, down, dizzy for one ally. Okay.
Damn, I'm getting jacked.
Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, Aggie. Okay, I thought it was, but
Nailed it. Nice going, Junpei.
him not starting with it really sort of like threw me off. There's the rare treasure chest.
Dude.
Pay attention next time.
Looks like the enemy's weak to ice.
Okay, so
Help me.
here. I can tell already that there's some convenience features that aren't in this version of it. I keep doing that because I think that's attack.
What to do?
Compared to the previous game. Which is interesting. I feel like they tried to like thread the needle of making it so that there are the convenience features that you absolutely need to have this be an enjoyable game, while not importing like every single convenience feature they have in the other Persona games or the or Metaphor. Okay, I could get the Apsaris, or I could actually take money for once in my life. Let's take Apsaris. I have noticed actually I'm not earning any money though, it looks like. Unless I'm looking in the wrong spot. I'm probably just looking in the wrong spot. Cure water. See, this is the briefcase. It also has a K on it. I wonder if, like, people, like, in the Kirijo group were just going to work one day and, like, whenever the disaster happened that I can't actually remember the details of. I will actually have to relive that. If they just, like, lost all their briefcases, got sucked into the Shadowverse or whatever, into the Dark Hour. And that's what we're finding, is just old briefcases from people who, like, lost them here.
What's the plan?
I'm realizing something. As I level up, I'm not gaining the hit points when I level.
Pull the trigger.
Like, my hit point totals are increasing, but, like, the amount of hit points that I have is not actually. Same with the MP.
Talk about finish the
That's interesting. Okay.
The enemy's down. What did you hit?
Help me.
Nice run, Yuki-san!
Here we go. You're finished.
Alright. Go for the experience points. I wonder if that's both experience for myself and my personas, or if it's... Might not be split. I don't think it's split.
Pretty
Okay.
well.
Evil glass shard.
Hey, let's loot that chest.
Odd morsel. There we go. That's what I'm used to seeing.
Oh, can we go up those stairs?
Alright. What?
Careful.
I'm detecting
The
a
enemy's
powerful
nearby.
enemy up ahead. Everyone stay sharp.
Let's see.
Judging by the frequency of the signal, this is undoubtedly a stronger foe. It'd be a wise decision to regroup before approaching.
That's...
That device there. We'll be able to use it. Check it out. Console is displaying a series of numbers. One more all out attack. Yeah, basically. Go ahead and select the first floor on the device. That should bring you back. Yep. Okay, so these are the ones that teleport back and forth.
I knew
Okay.
it. Those devices are teleporters. They're portals that are all connected to one another. Once activated, you should be able to travel between any of the other devices.
Yeah, so there's other teleporters that only bring me back here, and then okay.
Be sure to activate any you come across. They'll be quite useful during future expeditions.
Yeah, okay. So teleporters work like an elevator, allowing you to travel between floors. Man, imagine if this place had an elevator. Okay, let's go ahead and save.
Salut.
Let's go get absolutely destroyed. Alright. Need a teleporter here, yeah. If you could just build them, that would be amazing. Just bring the engineer with you.
All right.
It's enemy territory up ahead. Are you ready for battle? No. I'm probably going to get destroyed here. My guess is... This is probably going to either be Pierce or it's going to be Wind.
This is beyond the level of an ordinary
What's
shadow.
next?
Watch yourselves.
Did you just say witness me?
Suck on that!
You... Okay.
That was close.
That is way
Yours in a
bad. Okay.
spot.
I'll go with.
Come!
Nope, not that.
Can't afford to lose.
Takeba, are
Now's
you
the
all right?
time.
Yeah, I don't think we're strong enough for this part here.
Some fun. Persona.
Ooh, they resist wind. Okay.
Can't stop
It's not going to be Bufu because they're using ice. It's fire. Okay.
Enemy down. Keep that up,
What's
Yuri.
next?
One of the other things I missed from the original Persona 3 was if you're in a fight like this,
Kick some ass!
one of the things you could do is hit cancel and avoid using an all-out attack, and both of the enemies would stay on the ground. And what you would do is you would just like nail them with regular attacks or whatever. And then on their turn would be standing up because it would be you stand up and you don't get an attack. So you could just knock them over and just keep cycling knocking them over and dealing damage to them without ever actually doing an all-out attack or anything like that. And it would mean that they're in a perpetual stun loop. They would never get to attack. Alright, Junpei's probably down. That's fine.
Damn it.
Teammate down. Try to get them back up.
What to do? Come, Persona!
The enemy's down.
I'll go
Good
with-
hit.
So I do miss that exploit, but I can understand why they removed it from the game. There's a bunch of stuff I used to do in these games that got removed.
Sorry, everyone.
Teammate down. Try to get them
What to
back
do?
up.
Right, well, they didn't kill the one that mattered, so...
All right, you won. Great
Um,
work out there.
This might screw over my EXP a little bit here. Yeah, I don't... Did the other two not get experience points? If they didn't, I'm gonna go redo that fight.
Nicely done.
Gee.
Okay, I'm gonna just check this here. They should be... Oh yeah, they're way behind now.
I guess not all of them are totally weak.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Still don't stand a chance
redo that
against
fight
me.
just so that I can... So, wait, rewind. Go back in time. Nope. That is too much. Okay. I'm just gonna load... Okay, so if you don't, like, use your saves correctly, there's a rewind feature, I guess?
Salut.
I do wish that downed party members still got experience points, because that would just make it less annoying to try and, like, level up everybody, but...
All right.
Watch as I still get, like, people down because I'm just gonna miss everything or something like that.
This is
All
beyond
right.
the level of an ordinary shadow. Watch yourself. Enemy down.
What's the plan?
Keep that up, Iori.
Okay.
Now, let's have it, fellas.
Yeah, I might actually still...
I can't go down just yet.
Takeba, are you all right?
What to do?
Okay. What I need to do is have Takeba, like, heal.
All right. The enemy's down.
But I'm not 100% sure that she can actually, do I? I don't think I've got a mass heal item or anything like that. Okay. And someone might down here as well, anyway.
Damn
Yep.
it.
Iori's out. Can you help
do
us?
this. Some fun! Persona!
Okay, I need to down one of them so that I can get back in the loop of things.
This doesn't look good.
Takeba, are you all right?
Okay, so which one attacked?
I'll go with.
Is there a way to see turn
All
order?
right. The enemy's down.
I don't see
What to
anything.
do?
Come.
Nicely done. Enemy eliminated. This is bad. Watch your health.
Okay, let's just try and do the revival beat here
Found something useful.
and just hope for the best.
The incredible Junpei back in action. I'll give them hell.
Okay, that got the job done. Barely. If that thing had critted me, I would have been pretty mad. Alright,
You
so
won.
let's see if that
Now
changes
let's
the
move
experience
on.
points gain as well, because maybe it gets divided. Nope, 264 still. Yeah, it does get divided, because I went up to 7 last time I did this. So... there's the potential to, like, get more levels more quickly if you're going and running in solo, but I don't know if that's worth it. I'm sure there are people who do it that way, but... Alright, Patra cures Distress, Confuse, Charm, Rage, Fear for one ally. Okay. Next up is Wulinpa, which I think is a weird name to say, but
Nicely done.
aren't all of us totally on the same wavelength now? Let's not bring up your stunning performance ever, and I'd rather not be on the same wavelength. That's just harsh. Well, why not? Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Jeez.
Well, I guess you have a point. Let's keep up the good work, Yuki-kun. Doing good work for a new team. Let's keep up the pace. Right now, Tartarus is our only lead to unravel a mystery behind the Dark Hour. I wish I could figure out what the turn order was. There's probably some way to do it, but I'm not 100% sure. It also looks like the enemies just sort of like alternate with you. I'm not sure if it's based on like speed. Okay, how much can I recover here before we're out? Oof, this is not looking great. Okay, we're down to 20 SP, 26 and 35. I can just do a little bit more normal fights here. I can probably go up another floor.
I guess not all of them are totally weak, but they still don't stand it.
Let's
Well,
see.
obviously I could do...
Hey, there's a treasure chest.
Okay, we got a bead. I think that's full heal. They're recommending I use the teleporter, and I'm guessing if I use the teleporter, I'll find out that the boss does not respawn. So that's what I want to learn here, I guess. If I can also just infinitely farm bosses, that would be also interesting to know, because they're worth a lot of experience points.
Salut.
They're not there anymore, right? Yep, perfect. Okay.
I guess not all of them are totally weak, but they still don't stand a chance against me.
How's work?
Seeing your enemies grow stronger with every floor. Despite the imminent danger, it stands to reason we've gained valuable experiences to continue on. Only one way to find out? Yep, that was basically what I was thinking. Might as
there's a
well,
treasure chest.
you know, I should have saved actually between those, but you know, it's fine. Power Band, let's give that to Junpei. This is why I don't buy gear. It's a bad habit, but it's always being like rewarded with stuff like this. You know, it's like, I could have bought a power band to increase Junpei's attack, but, you know, why bother? Is this guy just gonna stand here staring? This guy might be... Alright,
Is
fine.
that?
Shifting. What?
Let's do this.
All right. Let me tell you about a new tactic called shifting. When you knock an enemy down, shifting allows you to leverage that opening to let someone else take action.
Oh, it's a baton pass. Okay.
Once you do, your offense can follow up with whoever you passed your action to. If you can coordinate well with your team, you'll be able to claim victory with even greater efficiency. You should all be experienced enough to pull this off now.
Okay, you can pass using L2. Okay.
Something else.
All right, the enemy's down.
Come on, I'll show them.
Leave it to me.
It's all you.
Leave it to me.
There's no I in team. Okay, sure.
What should I in this situation?
It's got an achievement for doing the thing that the tutorial has told me to do, so I guess there are people who don't listen to the tutorial or something, I guess? I don't know.
Down. What next? Good job, Takeba.
Alright. I guess you don't really need to, though. Does the attack power go up when you do this? Maybe not. So I guess it's not quite like a baton pass.
All right, you won. Great work out there.
Okay. Oh. Obtain 2 of the item Miragi Gem. That would be good to have. Arcana Burst. Yep. When you collected all the major Arcana cards that can appear in a day, Arcana Burst will occur, and you can choose a minor Arcana card of your choice. During the Arcana Burst, the ranks of the minor Arcana cards that appeared will increase until you leave Tartarus for the day. Try activating Arcana Burst as often as possible to collect stronger minor Arcana cards. Yep, okay. I'm gonna obtain some money. Because, it's... Yeah, I guess I only get money from, like, the stuff that I can sell.
Oh yeah, you move.
Dash, okay.
Nice.
Oh snap, it'd be sweet if you pull this kind of thing off a lot, huh? In combat, you should be as coordinated as possible, put it to good use. Are those... I think some of these are just empty. Fair enough, I suppose. Well, not if they're all gonna be empty. That stops being fair. That starts being just, like, mean.
Ooh, I spy some treasure.
Okay.
It's a group of 3. You have the initiative.
I'm never gonna remember. Okay.
Enemy down. Keep that up, Iori.
So we can shift it to
Leave it to me.
you for one of them, and I can shift again. I guess there's no point changing shifts, though.
Now's the time. Yo!
That's an enemy down. Good job, Takeba.
Leader, go for it.
What to do?
Come.
Okay.
This is a...
Get ready.
The other nice thing about doing this, though, does mean that, like, I'm spreading out the MP cost instead of, like, having one person spend all of it. So I do really like that part. I could get an Aggie card. I'm gonna get another Pixie. Nah. I'll do this. Mask of Cowardice, Mask of Cruelty, Hushing Tiara. I hope these are all sell items rather than puzzle items or craft items, because it'd be interesting to know what I'm supposed to do if I am not getting any money from the fights, if I also don't get items to sell.
Well done.
Several more? Oh no.
Alright, let's keep moving. Yo, there's a shadow.
Okay. I'm getting quite low on resources here. What are you guys weak to? Is it Aggie? Yeah.
Enemy
Okay.
down. Keep that up, Iori.
Glad I sort of remember this one somehow.
Wow, good job.
Admittedly, there's only so many elements that could possibly be at this stage of the game, but still. It wouldn't surprise me if they just hit you with something that, like, no one has at this point in the game, like electricity or whatever. Oh, that's not good.
I have to do this.
One left. Takeba finished the enemy. You won. Now let's
right.
move on.
Still got a shuffle time anyway. Okay. I can get Koha, which I think is the ability that got added in the newer ones. It's the light ability. Or I could go for the experience point gain. I'm gonna go for the experience point gain. Increased it only to 66. All things considered, that's actually not great. Secunda, that's nice.
Whew. Alright, let's get moving.
I do actually want a teleporter out of here. I'm getting to the point where my resources are a little bit low.
Fight and climb stairs. No, I'm actually pretty fit, huh?
I wonder. Maybe we're this strong
Oh,
because of
jeez.
the power of our personas.
Okay. Back to these guys. That's fantastic.
Enemy down. Keep that up, Iori.
I forget. This is the ice guy?
It's all
Pretty sure
yours.
it's ice. Really glad you get Apsaris,
Come,
but I haven't really seen very many other personas. I'm kind of surprised.
Here we go.
Would have liked to have gotten like a Jack Frost or something like that by now. But I guess that comes a little bit later. Okay, defense will increase. I don't need defense, so we'll go with another angel. Ideally, I just don't get hit. Like, that's kind of what we have to hope for here. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Patra? Yep, already had one of those.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
Nothing. 960 yen, so like 10 bucks. Cool. Beetle stone piece. Like, what makes me worried is, like, these Thebal stone pieces are, like, pieces, so, like, maybe you need, like, 1,000 Thebal stone pieces to make a Thebal. Whatever the hell that is. And then you're supposed to sell the Thebal for, like, $1 trillion, but until then you don't get anything. Okay, I'm in trouble.
Oh, that reminds me.
You should recover if your health is low. It's imprudent to risk your well-being unnecessarily, yeah.
It's a treasure chest.
Okay, what I actually want is to find a teleporter, because I do want to get out of here.
Oh, the way the shadows wriggle and squirm is so gross.
I know, right? It's like they were ripped right out of a nightmare.
I mean, makes it sound like you don't like worms or other squirmy things too, though. And what did they ever do to
There's a
you?
treasure chest.
Okay, odd morsel. Fantastic. I haven't had someone say that I hear death yet, so that's good.
A shadow.
That guy just turned around immediately again. That was close, jeez.
All right, we have the advantage.
Alright, we're looking at fire again. Junpei's got 29.
Let's see.
Wow,
Enemy
good
down.
job,
Pick
Junpei.
that up, Iori.
Okay.
Wow, good job,
We're
Junpei.
also getting levels, like I can sort of see the progress by like how quickly we take things down, but since the enemies are also getting tougher, it's kind of harder. Yeah, we instantly kill these guys, so we gained like enough levels that went up by... Oh, here we go. Silky. Someone new.
I kick ass, huh?
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
Yeah, well, we only have so much experience, or MP points here, so... Eventually we're not going to be able to do that anymore. Okay.
It's a group of
we have
3.
the advantage.
You have the initiative.
Wow,
Enemy
good
down.
job, Junpei.
Pick that up, Iori.
Okay.
I can
Do
handle
this
it.
first.
Yeah, leave it to me. What next? Yo!
What's episode I guess like?
That's an enemy down. Good job,
I didn't
Takiba.
play that one.
For this opponent.
Junpei would probably scream his ass off when death spawns, so he hasn't spawned yet. Usually you get the message from your coordinator, or whatever they're called. I can't remember what the nickname for them is. So it'd be Mitsuru would say something about it. I like the way Fuka talks about it. It's just like, I sense death. It's like, that's not ominous at all. Okay, I'll restore this. Just in case. I'm getting to the point where if I died here, it would be pretty bad.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
I'm starting to think that I have to think about that because I'm really running out of MP. So this is where we might want to consider trying to do our old school strategy here
Treasure?
of not actually engaging in fights, but instead ambushing the enemy so that we get the advantage and using that ambush moment to retreat from combat, which is something I like doing.
Look at him. Wandering around like a clown.
Found the stairs. Wanna head up?
Okay, I don't think that we found the treasure on this floor, and I would love to look for a... Oh, shit. How far does he chase? Nope. I think he despawns too if he goes too far.
Yo, there's a shadow.
Okay, hopefully there's a teleporter on this floor. I'm not really expecting there to be, but... Oh, this loops. Interesting. Okay.
Looks like we've mapped everything on this floor.
Pure water. Yeah, I don't really care. Okay.
We don't run into any creeps here.
Run into a couple, honestly.
Man, I don't know.
Especially depending on your interpretation of Revolver Jesus. Like, I think he's a creep.
Even if there were, why on earth would I buy a drink in a shady place like this? Oh, stairs!
Okay. I was kind of going for the other thing, but you know what? This is fine. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Here's your chance to attack.
What are we waiting for?
Obsessed Cupid.
What's the plan?
Now's the time.
They resist that. That's not good.
What to do?
Up soon.
Okay, it is this. Okay, found something.
Nicely done. Enemy eliminated. This is our chance.
Well, I don't know if she meant, like, the local creepy crawlies. I think she meant, like, people. You know, like Kenji. Oh. Well, that's not good.
This doesn't look
Are
good.
you alright?
Yeah, we'll just... Okay.
Well done.
had nothing
Let's
on
continue
us.
exploring. You've
Oh,
lost a
man.
lot of
Okay.
stamina. Are you alright?
Man, okay. Let's, probably do a bit of a heal here. Yeah, I'm completely out of SP. Yeah, just check my items. Lifestone, medicine, medical powder, blah blah blah, all this stuff. Okay, Evil Glass Shard. Could sell for a low price. Airhead, this also sells. So these are all just for sell, okay. The real question is, are there Go-Ho-Ems? And the answer is probably, but I just don't have any. I probably could have bought one if I'd been smart. Could be both. Well, could be both, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't want to meet either kind, I guess, that's fair.
Hey, there's a treasure chest.
$10. Risking our lives over $10. Fantastic. I feel like it's a long way for some reason from wherever we are to the next teleporter. It's been a while since we've got one. But we should have one guaranteed next floor, because I believe they're every 5 floors for the first little bit, and then it slows down later. Did I defeat Slay the Spire? It depends on what... Oh, there's a teleporter. It depends on what you mean by defeat it. If you
That
mean,
will take
like...
us to the entrance. Did we head back?
Takiba is severely exhausted. Perhaps we ought to head back.
If you mean in the sense of, like, have I beaten, like, Slay the Spire, like, normally? Have I gotten to, like,
Alright.
the end boss and then punched the whale heart? I've done that, but I've not beaten, like, any ascension paths yet. I might not beat, like, too many of them. But I'm probably not going to bother, like, too much with, trying to beat, like, all of them or anything like that. Okay, so I don't think I can teleport up to 9, right?
Salut.
Oh, I can. Interesting. Okay. How many shards do I have? Still just have 3. I was really hoping I could find more of those shards in Tartarus. Hopefully they respawn in the overworld, but it's going to actually be a really bad thing if they respawn there and I just have
Yes.
to keep looking every day. Like, hopefully the way it works is they spawn in a certain number each day, and then they just sort of stay there until I collect them. I can hear people talking.
You know what?
Is it just me, or there have been more people around lately?
Wow.
Like the ones with apathy syndrome? I got to level 15 in Monster Train. I got to 20 in Monster Train, but I like Monster Train more than I like Slay the Spire, so it's easier for me to go up the Ascension path in Monster Train. I don't really like Slay the Spire as much. You loved deck building games during COVID? I kind of have a love-hate relationship with them in that I think they're fun to play. It's just I think that there's a bunch of deck-building games that would have been better if they were not deck-building games. I think the worst genre for it is the city builders and the FTL likes. FTL games I do not like as deck builders. And I see a bunch of those ones. Sometimes I wonder what will happen if I end up like that, and it just depresses me. Maybe it will be okay if we exercise and improve our stamina. Actually, I heard that the track team is still accepting new members. Maybe running will make us stronger. Dude, can I seriously not join the volleyball, or not volleyball, the basketball team? Before that I played Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! Online. I tried to play a little bit of Magic the Gathering. I did not like it very much. But mostly that came down to the fact that it cost like $1 trillion to play, and I didn't play the online version. Like, this was... I played the actual physical cards, and they cost infinite money. Library of Ruina is the best deck builder. Library of Ruina is kind of interesting. I don't even know if it really is a proper deck builder. It kind of is, I guess, but, you know. Honestly, I do prefer Lobotomy Corporation, though, for that particular style of game. Alright, so I guess they're telling me to go join a club. Oh, I can also increase that social link. Free today? No, I have to go join the, It would rotate every season, costing me about 10 to 20 pounds. That's not that bad. But, like, when you're actually buying the physical cards, I remember it would be like, oh yeah, no, this deck costs like $200, and I'm like, oh god. And it'll be like out of the meta in like a week. It's like, okay, great. I do still have my Magic cards though. I played like a white-blue deck that was designed around making people incredibly angry. My win goal was not so that like I win the game. My win goal for Magic the Gathering was making it so that my opponent was as miserable as possible, which is the average blue player experience, you know. Do you really think it's possible to kick ass in Tartarus and in school? Do you mean for me or for you? Because, piece of cake.
Yeah!
Why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Just immediately kick his ass. Wait till we go to Tartarus, kick his ass again. Okay, where's the sports team club? They're like Team Fortress weapons? Yeah, kind of. They're all very different, but they all sort of work out. I did like Lobotomy Corporation a little bit more back when they had the really bad translation, funny enough, though, because it was just very, very funny. Yeah, I need to be obsessively searching for Twilight Fragments, and I kind of don't like that. I don't think that that's a good change. I think they should not have done this. I think my opinion is like Lobotomy Corporation is the like best currently existing SCP Foundation game, and it would take an awful lot to change my mind on that. Because most SCP Foundation games are not very SCP Foundation, they're just like exploration shooters or horror games. Okay, where's the sports club? There's the art room. There's the sewing room. I don't even remember, like, what's in the art room. Can you even join that? What do you want? I'm using my cell now. Talk to me when I'm not busy. Brutal. Okay. Where the heck is the sports team? There's the library, there's the faculty office. Huh? I could have sworn they were on the first floor, but... Gym hallway. Oh, they're in a separate hallway. Track team now recruited. No slowpokes, please. Well... Oops, I should have taken the tour first. Aren't you from Miss Toriumi's class? Oh, you want to join the team? I'll take care of all the paperwork, so go ahead and introduce yourself to your new teammates. Alright, everyone gather around. Yeah, I messed up here. Oh well, it's fine.
So, starting today, he's an official member of the team.
What happened to the basketball team?
Welcome aboard. I'm Yuko Nishiwaki.
I guess they kind of got lazy on this part, because there used to be like 2 choices for the... No, she's always Chariot. Who are the other 2? Strength? Or is she Strength in their Chariot? I can't remember.
She's our team manager. She'll answer
I guess
any
I'll
of your
find out
questions.
soon.
You're a second year, right? Since we're in the same grade, you can just call me Yuko.
I don't actually think that's how that etiquette works in Japan, but...
Let's see. Hey, Miyamoto.
Musashi?
Yes.
This here's our future team captain. He's a great runner and places well in competitions. You two are in the same class, right? Miyamoto, keep an eye on the new guy here, okay?
You got it.
I wonder if they got rid of his buddy.
You're the guy who went out with Takeba on the first day of school, right? You're practically a celebrity. I'm Kazushi Miyamoto. You've seen me around, right?
Probably.
Then, long story short, from now on, you're mine after school. You better not think you're getting the easy treatment just because you joined mid-season.
Okay, is this one's Strength or is this... Okay, this one's Chariot, she's Strength. Okay.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast established a new bond. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Chariot Arcana.
Have they got the thing going on where I can't have like a social link with Junpei? Which I think was how it worked in the very original one.
Since this is your first practice, just have a look around and then call it a day. We have practice on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. There's no practice the days before tests, though. I'll make sure your uniform is ready for next time.
Man, I always joined the basketball team in this game. Oh well. It's Yuko, the team manager. Should I say hello? I think I will. Hello.
Oh, hello. What's up?
This is awfully forward. Sure, why not? LawCorp is certainly best of the SCP Foundation games because you actually do standard containment procedures. The thing about LawCorp that I like is that it really captures this sort of like way that they treat these Eldritch Terrors as a sort of very like mundane corporate thing, which is kind of how the SCP Foundation actually operates. Like they have all these very dry like status reports constantly, and that's kind of the main interaction of it. So it's about like the office work and it's about the investigation into this sort of paranormal stuff. It's not about like shooting stuff with a gun really, unless something goes horribly wrong, which is not usually what should be happening ideally.
See ya.
I got shot down, that's fine. Interesting that that's an option.
Welcome back.
Oh yeah, so you're buddies with Tomochika now. You're saying you're someone to watch out for. Oh, but in a good way. You're friends with him too?
Nah.
I mean, we're not super close or anything, but we've known each other for a while. He's kind of a ladies' man, but he's a good dude. Is he a ladies' man or is he, like, one ladies' man? I guess that still counts. I was gonna ask if you want to go to Charters tonight. Didn't we go, like, literally yesterday? Looks like there's more of those lost. We gotta take out more shadows, right? What are you hearing?
So...
Kirijo-senpai is so stoic, isn't she? Well, she has a lot of responsibilities, so maybe it kind of comes to the territory. Pocky? Definitely Pocky. Bro, don't weapons and armor cost way too much? I mean, I guess quality matters. It does kind of make me feel stronger. I know we can't be stingy when it comes to equipment, but man, my wallet is crying in pain. What are you paying for it? We spent like the $50 that someone else gave us. That I'm in control of.
Yo.
Doctor told me rest, but I don't want to risk losing my edge. I was thinking of getting back into training could be a good way to rehabilitate, but if Mitsuru finds out, being told to rest will be the least of my worries. You should not strain yourself. Well, there's rehabilitation and then there's training. You don't do training for rehabilitation. Is something the matter? So we'll have to chat. Tartarus, Railroad Mysteries as it is, will no doubt challenge you with unexpected encounters. If you ever feel outmatched, there is no shame in a wise retreat. Alright, let's try the bathroom and see if it does anything. Oh, right, there's also this. Look at the bulletin board. There's school printouts and newspaper clippings, as well as handwritten signs. Don't leave personal items in the lounge. Don't make loud noises at night. Oh no, oh, one of my coworkers just got consumed by a sentient machine? Oh well. No, it's not oh well, it's like, I guess I better report on like how precisely the coworker got eaten by the sentient machine. And then file that in this thing that will end up just being a black marker stain because everything gets redacted. I feel my mind starting to wander as I wash my hands. I don't think there's anything in particular that needs my attention right now. Okay. I'm just going to save here, because it is about 2 o'clock right now, so this is a good moment for me to save here. Do I want to rotate this? I'm going to rotate this. But in any event, though, yeah, that's going to be it for today. I'll be playing more of this on Wednesday, starting at 2 o'clock instead of 12, but that's, yeah, been some progress. I don't know. I don't feel like I made a ton of it. I'm assuming more bits will be, like, done the game by the time I get there, but that wouldn't be that surprising. In any event, though, yeah, hope you found this one